The United States of America, a diverse country filled with many different landscapes, environments, and biomes. We are going to take a look at some of America's stunningly overlooked areas and natural phenomena that you probably never heard of. So relax and get your hiking shoes ready, because you're definitely going to want to put these places on your bucket list. We are starting today in arguably one of the most naturally beautiful states in America. Arguably. Also called the state of the Big Five by the outdoor types, and the beehive state to the rest of us, is Utah. More specifically, Cathedral Valley in the Capitol Reef National Park. This mystical spot feels like you're stepping into a portal to another world, with towering monoliths and red rock formations. Cathedral Valley is relatively remote, so be prepared if you're planning a trip there. The good thing about it being so remote is there's significantly less people there compared to other parks in Utah, like, Zion. If Greenland and blue waters are more your vibe, we just need to travel to the southeast to Cumberland, Georgia. Cumberland is a 17.5-mile-long island that is right off the coast of Georgia. It is known for its pristine beaches, marshlands, mudflaps, as well as a maritime forest. The island is brimming with wildlife, from sea turtles and armadillos to wild horses casually grazing in the fields. A great place for a family vacation. Accommodations are limited to it being a small island, so a trip there will need to be planned for the best experience. Quick question. Are you feeling lucky? Because you will need to be on Lady Luck's good side for this next one. For the lovers of warm weather and desert lands, I present The Wave in Vermilion Cliffs Wilderness in Arizona. The Wave is a natural masterpiece, known for its remarkable appearance with its gigantic sandstone structures that look like taffy with a nice cinnamon color. The area is considered ecologically sensitive and vulnerable to damage, so to have the privilege of exploring the area, adventurers need a permit, which is issued via lottery system. Lady Luck and I have a rocky relationship, so I have yet to have the chance to explore, but from what I've read and seen, it looks like it's worth every penny. For a location that's more accessible, we're going back to the southeast. Okefenokee Swamp, the largest blackwater swamp in North America. And if I am pronouncing that incorrectly, which I probably am, why don't you let me know in the comments below? Speaking of which, why not leave a like? Now let's keep exploring. Like I said, it's North America's largest blackwater swamp, which means there's a lot of dead vegetation that seeps into the swamp, making it the color of black tea. In my opinion, though, it's a little sketchy. It's a large, serene, dark, scary wetlands that is largely untouched by mankind, and it borders Georgia and Florida. There's a ton that can be done at Okefenokee, from boat rides and bird watching to light shows and tours. Its wildlife, though, is one of the primary reasons explorers come from over 40 countries to visit Okefenokee. Being a swamp, there's an infinite amount of bugs. The more interesting animals are the vast types of amphibians, reptiles, and black bears that roam the region. So if you're there, always keep an eye out. If the wetlands aren't your thing, or you have a fear of alligators like me, a better destination is DE-NA-ZIN Wilderness in New Mexico. Similar to the Wave, DE-NA-ZIN is known for its unique rock structures. It's also a desert, so bring a ton of water. Many reviews and articles written about this place say it looks like alien eggs. So check it out if that's your thing. There are many animals that might see us as aliens though. Eagles, falcons, and small rodents will abandon their homes or nest if a human gets too close, so stay back and view from afar. The area was once a coastal swamp of an inland sea, which was home to many large trees, dinosaurs, and primitive mammals. Fossil parts and petrified trees can still be found, which you are not allowed to touch or take without the proper permits. Now, tackling the West Coast, we have Big Sur, California. It's definitely the most well-known place on this list, but there are still some hidden gems out there, like secret beaches, hidden waterfalls, and stunning coastal views along Highway 1. Big Sur has been dubbed the longest scenic stretch of undeveloped coastline on mainland America, which is a very specific award. It offers more mountainous and rugged regions that offer some jaw-dropping views of the Pacific Ocean. Back in the day, a bunch of nomadic tribes called that area home, but now, accommodation of Big Sur can range from campsites to high-end resorts for those with heavy wallets. Finally venturing to the north, we have the Enchanted Highway, North Dakota. Now listen, this one is less of an outdoor adventure and more of a experience, but nevertheless, it is a marvel. The Enchanted Highway homes the world's largest metal sculptures. There's a lot of absolutely beautiful sculptures, and some very unique-looking ones. They add some character to the naturally endless plains of the Midwest. You can get lost in the maze, or stop by the gift shop to buy some souvenirs. Heading to America's last frontier, it's the gates of the Arctic National Park. The park is the northernmost national park in America, resting comfortably in the Arctic Circle. For isolationists, survivalists, or someone who wants to test their outdoor capabilities, this is the place to be. Daring adventurers can book a float plane there, where for weeks they would have to use their skills, knowledge, and limited resources to survive the park. It is one of the last truly wild places you can experience, with vast valleys, daunting mountains, and intact ecosystems where ancient humans flourish with the land. Oh, and bears. Can't forget about the bears. It's not all for backcountry specialists. There are a number of overnight fishing and camping trips, or just exploratory guided experiences that an average Joe like myself can join and come back alive. Now to my part of the woods, the great Pacific Northwest, there's Hell's Canyon in Idaho. Hell's Canyon is a deep gorge of the Snake River. It is actually North America's deepest gorge. It is 125 miles long and over 1 mile deep. It shares a border between Oregon and Idaho, and it is an outdoor recreationalist's dream. With activities like world-class whitewater rafting, stunning mountain peaks, and over 900 miles of hiking, biking, and horseback riding trails, if you go, you'll have something to do. The park is also in a vastly remote area. Most of the best parts are inaccessible by boat, so be ready for a hike. Similar to the Arctic Gates, it is not among the popular national parks, so it's more quiet and relaxing for those of us that enjoy it. For the history lovers out there, there are some old drawings and arrow points and etc. from the old civilizations that used to reside there. Lastly, the Cumberland Gap National Historic Park. Cumberland Gap, not island, borders Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee. It's called the Cumberland Gap as it is a gap of natural greenery amongst the Appalachian Mountains. As the name implies, it has a lot of historical significance. It was the first barrier to the west for early American settlers. The park has over 24,000 acres to explore, cascading waterfalls, fun rock formations, and historic spots. There are some cave tours that are guided by park rangers also throughout the year. And there you have it, 10 natural hidden gems across America. Well, mostly natural. If you've been to any of these locations or have more info, let us know in the comments. Or if you have any more hidden spots, let us know as well. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy, and until the next entry of Nature's Journal.